Hey, it is me, Benito Garcia from Go RPGs Presents The Most Rad Nerd, being me. I just decided to hop on here today because a good friend of mine, Tony, we call him T-Bird, got me this not too long ago. And I have not opened it yet. So before we get into that, and we get to see what's in that cool box and go through some of the other stuff I've got, the Strahd stuff. As you can see, I'm super nerdy for Ravenloft and Strahd. If you're going to be a nerd, do it 100%. But before we start that, let's go over real quick some of the stuff over at Synergy Nation Network. And here is I'm getting it figured out right here. If you go here, you'll get to the website. There's some really cool shows on there. Since this is sort of an impromptu and it's probably not going to be a very long video, let's go over to the Synergy Nation Net website and look at some of the shows that are over there. So hold on one sec. So here we are at the channel, and as you can see, as new shows are available, they go up here on the front page. We did one a couple of weeks ago, myself and Heather Foster, also known as Amnestria. I always want to say Amnestria, Mistress of the Dark. Anyway, we did a really fun chat about some of the best kits that are out there for your D&D characters, like Poisoner's kits and some different things like that. It was really a good show. After the credits has a Dark Knight Rises episode. Free the Butthole. Yeah, so there's a show there, and I'm gonna probably mispronounce that. Maizen Plastered. Hope that was right. Also, it looks like the Weekly Geekly, they have stuff all the time. So make sure that you're coming here as much as you can to follow up with the Weekly Geekly. They deal with comic books and music and video games and pop culture and movies, everything you can think of. Talk Comics to Me has an episode up here, as well as Thoughts and Shots. Some of the podcasts that are on here, if you go over here and click on the tab after the credits, Mine and Plastered, Weekly Geekly, Galactic Driftwood podcast. A bunch of great people over there on that show. They really get into some fun sci-fi stuff there. Go RPGs, which of course is me. Talk Comics to Me, Dr. Ravenwood. Definitely check out Dr. Ravenwood. The episodes over there have so much production value and voice acting, and the sounds that are added to the tales are immersive. It's really, really a good show to check out. And then also Between the Cheeks. And again, like I said, Thoughts and Shots. So at any point in time, when you get a free moment and you're looking for something to listen to, this is the place to go to, Synergy Nation Network. www.synnation.net. So go over there and scroll through and check out the different pages. Oh, weird. It clicked on Go RPGs. I don't know how that happened, but it did. So anyway, let's talk about my favorite subject. Anything that has to do with Ravenloft, Curse of Strahd, everything and everything that goes with it. I just love that campaign. I think I was 15 years old back in 1985, believe it or not. The Most Rad Nerd is that old. And yeah, I can remember we were playing Dungeons and Dragons at my friend's house in the basement, as we always did every week. And I remember seeing this module, and I think I'm the one that bought it, but I'm not sure. I might be wrong on that, but I think I bought it and brought it back. I might have been out of town when I seen it. We were from a really small town, hard to get Dungeons and Dragons stuff where I was from, and plopped it down and said, we got to play this. Super excited. We got to do it. Because at the time I was into horror movies and monster movies. And here we are with Dungeons and Dragons, and I get to fight vampires. So I was in 100%. But the reason this whole thing came up again is because my friend Tony got me this. So I know this has been out for a while. And I remember when I saw it in the game stores, it was super expensive too, it seemed like at the time. I don't know what they go for now, but I'm sure it's still not cheap. But let's go through some of the stuff that's related to Ravenloft that we have the ability to get now that we can go through and look at. Of course, the Curse of Strahd module game book. I'm trying to hold this up so you guys don't get blinded. Anyway, here we go. Yeah, so this is super cool. And they did a really good job of when Ravenloft came out, it was just a module about the castle in Strahd. And when this came out, of course, then we're immersed completely in Barovia, and we get to go on all kinds of side quests and side adventures and meet really cool NPCs and players and learn more about Strahd and the area that he controlled and why the people were trapped there. The story is great. But they did a great job of bringing that over from the 1984 version. And I know that because here's the 1984 version. And if you look through it, it's literally, it's almost basically line for line the way it is in this. Because what happened was I actually went and got this version from 84, and I was going to convert it over to 5e so I could play with my friends. And then literally Curse of Strahd came out right when I was getting ready to do that. And I went online and I found some really great, fantastic maps of the entire castle, which there's little pieces and you have to put them together on the table as you play. But what's really cool was the map. That was one of the biggest draws, not just that you're fighting vampires, because that is super awesome, but the map that came with the original module was just the coolest thing that anybody had seen in a long time. And I think I'm not sure, let me look here. I think I've got in the back of this module, this is just printed off on a printer at work, but yeah, there's a really cool map back here. And I believe nobody had done that at the time. And it's so cool. But I think actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it might actually be in the back of here too. Let me look. I don't remember exactly. We ran this a long time ago. I have another group that's going to run through it here pretty soon. Yeah, here we go. So, of course, my mic's going to be in the way, so deal with it. But look at this map. Who does maps like this now? Nobody. This was the very coolest thing at the time. And I was so stoked that they came out with, when Curse of Strahd came out, they came out with basically the same map. They jazzed it up, obviously, and brought it into modern times. But, man, that map, I can remember just staring at it when we were done with that campaign and just being completely blown away with the style and the drawing of that. Because any other time when we were playing back in the 80s, you just got the cover of the module came off, then your map was on that. It was on the inside of the front and back cover, and it was just flat grid. There was really not too much to it. So then, very recently, this came out. Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft. And I cannot wait. I can't talk today. I'm so excited about Strahd. I have thumbed through it, and this really gets into it even a little bit more. So when I take this next crew through Ravenloft, it's going to be such a different game than it was the last time, because we've got the Dark Lords and we've got more lore and history in the area, and we can insert more characters to juice up the game. So very, very excited to read this and incorporate that into my new Curse of Strahd campaign. So here's something else I got. So this didn't come with Curse of Strahd when you buy it off the shelf. I ended up ordering these separate. It's the Taroka deck. I put it in a cool little box thing here that I had found. And this is really cool. It's part of the game when you run into a gypsy and she does some fortune telling. And here they are. You can't see necessarily, probably because it's focused on my face. But these, I went through and I distressed them and beat up the edges and sanded them and soaked them in, in tea to stain them. And again, my light's so bright, you can't see all the hard work I put in, but I did, I promise. So that's a lot of fun. So there was a lot of really cool things that came along with that. Just recently at the game shop that I was at, that's just up the street from my house, which drives me insane because it causes me to spend too much money and only have to drive 2 miles. I noticed there's a lot of miniatures that are out for Curse of Strahd. And when it did come out originally and we were playing, I was kind of scrambling for minis to represent some of the different characters. So I'm excited to go get the set. I think there's 2 sets and maybe 3 sets of the characters there. So, all right, should we do it? Should we unbox this sucker? See what's in here? Let's do it. It's like Christmas. And Tony got me this. Oh gosh, I don't know, a month ago, maybe? Something like that. And I've been saving it to open with you guys. So let's do it. And there's already a little tear back here. So, and I didn't do that, I promise. It wasn't cheating. Like, this is legit. Oh, cellophane wrapping porn. All right. Oh, this is cool. Oh, this is cool. Check this out. It's got a little wrap thing on it. I'm sure that'll go somewhere. I'll hang it up, maybe in my office or something at work. Okay, so here is the box without that wrap on it. This is way cool. It's super. Oh, it's raised. You can feel it. Listen. Yeah, it's matte and gloss. This is super cool too. All right, I'm gonna open it. I'm doing it. Can't stop me. Oh, it's sort of stuck on there. Like, it doesn't want to come off here very well. Oh, okay, got it. Well, this is very strange. I have a feeling that it's not supposed to look like this, with Strahd's head cut off at the top. I think it got folded in the box weird. I think it's probably actually supposed to be like this, so it matches the coffin, but that's okay. They're probably in a hurry. Everybody wanted them, so they probably in a hurry. They were boxing this one up. Yeah, I sort of straightened it out. Yeah, so ooh, that's cool. It looks like he's laying in his coffin. Here, let me get the bend out of it. It looks like he's laying in his coffin. That's cool. All right, well, that's gonna take a little work. I'll have to fix that. All right, here we go. So here's what's inside so far. I'm killing you guys with the glare. I know. So sorry. So a Taroka deck, and this is the module, I would imagine. Ooh, there's a lot going on here. Let's see. It's not just the Taroka deck. Might be a couple other things. You can probably hear my dog barking outside. Now that spring has popped, my dog has been going crazy chasing squirrels and bunny rabbits. This is her jam. It's her time of year to enjoy being a dog. Okay. Oh, no way. They're postcards from Barovia. Welcome to Barovia. Wish you weren't here. That's fantastic. They're probably all different. We'll open those here in a second. I'm interested about the Taroka deck. Holy cow. Okay. This Taroka deck is completely different than the one that I had from before. Like, way different. I'm gonna have to redo the old ones that I have with these new ones and do the same thing. I'll have to distress them. But look, these were just like you're supposed to be sitting down in front of a gypsy getting a reading, and it was just playing cards size. Like, these are just, I mean, they look like playing cards. They're just little. But check these out. Like, look at the size of this thing. Look at this. This is way cooler. This will be a lot more fun to deal these out in front of the players and, stack them and lay them out so people can get a reading. Like, I thought these were super cool, but these are way cooler. Look at the size difference. Bigger isn't always better, but in this particular case, I'm going to say that bigger is definitely better. So that's cool. That's a really cool surprise in there. I like that. Thanks again to Tony for a fantastic gift. I love it. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I pulled this out. Looks like there's a lot going on here. A lot of things happening. We'll get through all this. And I think that was it for that. Although, I wonder if there's something sneaky under here. Like, I could see him maybe slipping in something sneaky in the box. but only us who would go tearing in here to look for something would find it. Let's see. No, nothing in there. Just a empty box. But that would have been cool. Put like a sun sword in there or something, or a picture of the sun sword. Okay. All right. So far this is pretty rad. And everything's in cellophane, and I don't have a knife with me. Oh, that's not true. I do have a knife. Check this out. I got this from my wife's grandpa. He goes to estate sales and things like that. Look how cool this thing is. Like, I thought it was a letter opener at first, but it's actually scissors. These things are pretty awesome. Okay, let's open this and try not to destroy everything with this gigantic, more cellophane horn. Ooh, there's all kinds of stuff in here. Like, all kinds of neat things going on here. All right, cool. Well, let's start at the bottom. There is a DM screen. Oh, this is Rose and Thorn. Cool. Oh, also the windmill. That one's awesome. What's that called? The bone grinder? Can't remember exactly, but I think that might have been what that particular offshoot was. And then Strahd's Castle. I'm trying to talk over the thing. So that is super cool. I actually made my own DM screen for Curse of Strahd when we started playing. And actually, it's right there. You can't. I can't get to it because it's got everything on it. But I would have showed you otherwise. Let's see what the information is on the inside. Oh, cool. So it's tailored to the game. And I noticed they've been doing that with the new DM screens that come out per campaign. So that's awesome. Yeah, there's all kinds of cool pictures and stuff in here that's related to. Oh, you're never going to see it because of my light. I can't even block it. Anyway, take my word for it. There's some cool stuff in here. There's a castle. I know you can see that. At least there's a castle. And it gives you on how to set up your Taroka deck. Where is it? Right here. It shows you how to set up your Taroka deck when you do the card reading. So, yeah, this is rad. I can never have enough DM screens. I love them so much. I always like having kind of a new one for whatever campaign we're playing. Okay, let's see what else we got. Ooh, handouts. Ooh, and a new map. That's cool. Once you fold a map 50 times, it gets kind of effed up. So I'm glad I got a new map. So handouts. So these are super cool. There are several instances where your players get handouts that are handwritten letters. And again, of course, my light's going. Let me see if I can shut the light off for a minute, just enough to do this. Yeah, it's not too bad. I got another light behind it though. So some really cool handouts. So what I like to do is on this particular game is print these out on parchment paper that kind of looks sort of old and yellowy like this. So now you've got this. Before I had to do it out of the book. And so what's cool is now you have these. You can stick it on your printer and go for it. And then plus being in special effects for so long, I've got fake blood everywhere. So we were able to smear. I did it here for you. We smeared blood all over the pages and whatnot. Okay, so cool. We got the handouts. That's awesome. I don't have to print them out. Ooh, this map. Holy cow. You guys are never going to be able to see this map. Let me turn my light back on. You guys are never going to be able to see this map because the glossiness, the grade of this it's literally like glass. Ooh, I don't even want to open it. Actually, you know what? Maybe I'll frame this one and just keep using the other one since it's sort of beat up. Yeah, see, it's got all the castle stuff in it. You can see how freaking glossy this is. Wow, that's amazing. And then the other part. Ooh, I'm trying not to mess it up. If I'm going to try to frame this thing. Yeah, wow, that's really cool. And then, of course, it's got the map of Barovia and the land and all the different areas that you're going to discover as you play, if you play the whole module. We touched on the whole module when we played it, but the biggest part, I really wanted to get him to the castle, so we spent very little time doing the whole book in the module and sort of skip straight to the castle, which, being the great DM that I am, I was able to finagle our way straight there. I'm not the greatest, that's for sure, but I did get us there, and it was bump free ish. All right, what do we have here? This is Creatures of Horror. So this is cool. This might be, I don't think it probably ties in with Van Richten's guide, but I bet this is a book of each one of the characters that you're going to run into when you're playing the campaign. And yeah, it looks like it is. Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh, I just got this, as a matter of fact. This right here. I just got this. I printed that mini of an animated armor. Let me go get it so you can see it. Okay, hold on. Stay right here. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm sure you missed me. Did I even turn on? Let's check something out here. Did I? Was it turned on? Yeah, okay. Whew, scared me. Okay, I am back. And here it is. My Curse of Strahd animated armor. This thing is super cool. What's cool is it looks like it's like not connected. Like there's pieces missing. This is a great little print that I did. Yeah, look how cool that is. Can't wait to paint it. I got it from My Mini Factory. I think it was just called Animated Armor, but it's Strahd's Animated Armor, damn it, because I said so. Okay, anyway, back to this. All right, so it's got everybody in it that you're going to see. So a lot of these people we didn't see. Again, like I said, because we kind of skipped right through to the castle. So this next time around with the new crew, we're going to do the whole module. Yeah, Madame Eva, Piddlewick, Phantom Warrior, Strahd von Zorovich. Look at this guy's stat sheet. Like, look at this thing. Like, they're not messing around, dude. Like, he's hardcore. Strahd zombies. Yeah, so this is a really cool, quick reference guide, so you don't have to flip to the back of the book if you're one of those guys that does that. Most of the time I try to print everything off so I have it separate. Or if you play digitally, of course, you don't have to worry about it at all, but I don't play digitally all the time. Oh, here's another book. Okay. The Taroka deck. This is very important when you use the Taroka deck. You better know what you're doing. I think there might even be rules in the book on how to do it with just playing cards in case you don't have Tarokas. Or, yeah, that's what I thought. It looks like you can also cut them out or photocopy them and then cut them out so you can have an actual set. I've heard of people doing that. So that's nice of them to do that. Another page. Lots of cards in this set. Oh, and then there's one on the back page. So I don't know how many pages that is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 pages, I guess. And cool. So it explains what the Taroka deck is, how to use it in your game. It gets into also, like, obviously it's going to tell you what each card is and what it represents and what part of the game it's going to be a part of. Yeah, so this is very handy because this section's in the book also, but it'd be nice to have it separate so you don't have to keep going back and forth. All right, here we are. The Curse of Strahd. This is interesting because this is, look, it's soft cover. That's cool. Yeah, it's the regular. It's the regular module, but you know what? I kind of like. Look at this. I kind of like being able to flip pages this way. You know, don't get me wrong. I love the hardcover books, but this is cool because you can just like flip through it like you would any other, book or magazine. You get to where you're going a lot quicker. Wow, that's kind of cool. Very interesting. It's interesting they did that. I imagine it was to keep the cost down, already knowing how expensive this thing was going to be. But it's literally the exact same thing, just in a soft cover. I would not be. Oh, that's a great picture. I would not be opposed to softcover books from Wizards of the Coast. I think that's a great idea. Huh? I don't know. Maybe if enough of us, or maybe just me. I don't know about you guys. Maybe if enough of us tell them how freaking awesome that is, that maybe we can start getting some softcovers, and maybe that would bring the cost down a little bit. But I get it; they're trying to make money, so maybe not. Okay, let's look at the postcards. Let's see if they're all the same or if they're different ones. That'd be great if they're all different from all the different areas around Barovia. All right. They are different. Oh, looks like they're the same images from the DM screen. So there's this one. Welcome to Barovia. Wish you weren't here. Old Bone Grinder. Dream pastries made fresh. It's the windmill. So if you've played it, you know what they're talking about with the pastries. But if you haven't, I'm not going to say because I don't want to ruin it for you. Especially if you're just playing and you're not the DM. St. Markovia, the best care this side of Balinkos. So, again. Oh, yeah, here we go. Spend a night in Death House. Stay as long as you like, longer even. This is such a fun part of the game. And I took that out of the game and ran it several times when we had live D&D shows. We were able to get through it pretty quickly, 3-4 hours, so people could watch. It's really a cool story in its own. It's great that it's in the campaign, and as much fun as we had running it, I get it why it's in there, but it's also very good standalone. So you could pick that out if you wanted to, if you're doing like a one-off or whatever. Definitely think about using that. All right, guys, that's it. That's what was in the box. And a huge shout out to Tony. Thank you so much for that. There's so many cool, interesting things in that box set that I'm going to be able to use when we play again. And I send through a different crew. God, they're going to love it. I'm so excited to do it again. Just being in the castle alone, though, God, we were in there for months and months. We played every other week. And I don't think we played every week. I think we played every other week. But anyway, we were in there forever. And it is so fun and dark and gothic. And then there's fun parts and lighthearted parts. They do a good mix. But the setting itself, so creepy. It is so fun. And the surrounding lands are so creepy too. But anyway, yeah, thanks for hanging out with me and checking out the box set. If you want to find me, I'm not too hard to find. I am everywhere. Let's see. If you go to YouTube, there is the Go RPG page and group. So make sure that you get over there and check that out for sure. Let's see here if we can go to. All right, so it's all capital, Go RPGs, lowercase s, and that will get you started on your Facebook adventure with Go RPGs, and there's links to, again, the page in the group. Let's see, what else do we have? We got TikTok. Now, TikTok, I love being on TikTok. I just got to get more subscribers. You need 1,000 to be able to do live broadcasts, and I'm only at 402, I think. So I'm clawing my way up to 1,000. But head over there. I do a lot of cool stuff with 3D printing, just anything nerd related, basically. We do a lot of game stuff and things related. 2 RPGs. What else we got? Twitch. Not much going on with Twitch yet. I'm not sure where I fit in there. Maybe if we did live games and we started to do those again, we could stream those on Twitch. So that might be something we do in the future. Otherwise, I'll probably just upload some videos from there. YouTube. So the YouTube channel, there's a lot of really cool, fun videos on there. And make sure if you go over there and check them out, make sure you hit subscribe, hit the bell icon so you're notified as these new shows come out. And yeah, just go through them. There's some product reviews, funny videos. There's actually some gameplay in there. And what's funny is to watch when we first started out, of course, just like anybody else, we didn't necessarily know what we were doing with lights and sound. And it just got better and better and better. And then here we are here like this now. So it's fun to go back and watch that, and a lot of really fun, funny episodes of D&D Just for Laughs. Our DM was Barry, and Barry's he's a funny guy. So make sure you go over there and check those out. And I think that's about it. Go down to, okay, here we go. I'm going to try it. Did I get it? I got it first try. Go over here, Synergy Nation Network. Check out all the really cool shows over there. There's definitely something for everyone. I know there's something over there for you that you'll like. And I'm going to get out of here. Thanks for hanging out with me and opening that box and seeing all the cool stuff in there. And I will catch you guys next time. I'm the most rad nerd, Benito Garcia, and peace.